and it's just a really sad incident on what started out as a beautiful day today. So I'm going to turn over to Chief Long from the Boston Police Department first.
Good morning. At approximately 8 a.m., officers assigned to Area A1 responded to the area of 190 High Street for the report of two people struck by a motor vehicle. Upon arrival, officers from A1 located a construction site. Subsequently, officers assigned to A1, along with personnel from the Boston Fire Department and EMS, located the bodies of two males. Both males were pronounced on scene. As the mayor said, this is a tragic incident for the victims, their families, and their co-workers. Suffolk County District Attorney Rachael Rollins and her office will be directing this investigation. And the Boston Police Department and OSHA and ISD will be working in conjunction with the DA's office in terms of this investigation.
Good morning. Boston Fire received a call about 8:04 this morning for a pedestrian struck by a truck. On arrival, we immediately upgraded to a tech rescue confined space operation. Once we made the scene safe, we lowered a Boston firefighter and a Boston EMS paramedic into the hole to assess the patients. At that point, it was determined that it was we were going to shift from rescue into a recovery mode. So, thank you.
The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office intends to work closely with our federal partners in OSHA, as we have in the past, as well as the very able detectives in the Boston Police Homicide Unit and our brothers and sisters in the Boston Fire Department. We have done this before, unfortunately. Many of you know that there was a tragedy involving two individuals, an Atlantic Drain and Kevin Otto, that we charged with manslaughter. Right now, we don't know if this is a crime. We know that it's a tragedy, and my office is here making sure these families know that we take this very seriously. We are going to be in constant contact with our federal and local and state partners to get to the bottom of this for these families. Thank you.
Before we open up for questions, I just want the press to realize that we're still in the process of notifying family members, so there's some information that will not be able to be given out here today. So I'll open up for questions now.
What happened again? Did the truck back onto the workers or the private contractor?
Yeah, obviously, this is a very active investigation. We're still interviewing witnesses and reviewing video, so we're just not, at a place right now where we can answer that question exactly. Give blow by blow of what happened here today.
Is it safe to say that some of these two men fell into the
obviously. It's something, again, like I said, it's an active investigation. I can't answer right now how that happened.
Were the two men construction workers?
Excuse me?
Were the two men construction workers here?
Yeah, they were on a construction site.
What is this project that they're working on?
Right now, that's still learning more and more about what that's about.
Were those workers in the hole before this happened?
Excuse me?
Were those workers in the hole already?
Again, that's part of the investigation. I don't know that the timeline, the events. Where they were when this all happened.
The fire department went down there when they discovered the workers in the hole. That's where they decided that they operated.
Yes, correct. Yes.
When you arrived, they were in the hole, correct? And what's involved with the tech rescue trying to get them out there?
On our arrival, the two patients were in the hole. At that time, we had to make the scene safe before we could enter. There was we did a few things to determine if they were moving or whatever. If that had been the case, we would have pushed the issue a little quicker. But they wouldn't. It was determined they weren't moving at that time. So we had to make the scene safe before we could go in. And at that time, once that was happened, move the truck, we were able to lower two people down to assess them.
And had anything collapsed on them inside that hole? Had walls collapsed? Or was it the area where they were in?
No, that's one of the. That's what we were trying to determine if it was safe. We didn't want to. We can't put people in. They become victims as well if there was a possibility of collapse.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any follow-ups we'll have, we'll be posting out on BPD News, and we'll keep you updated on everything.
Can you say how deep it was and you can
Thank you, everybody.
They don't know how to use it.
Anybody that speaks Spanish?